Hi! In this video, I'll show you the CreateSpace desktop app and how easy it makes working with network storage. First, let's launch the app. The icon will appear in your menu bar. All access to CreateSpace nodes is based on our built-in authentication system, so you will need to log in using your username and password. Once you've logged in, you will see all the spaces you have access to. Mounting is as easy as clicking a button. Once you've mounted a space, you can access it like any other storage device. What makes spaces different is that multiple users can mount them at the same time and collaborate. You can use your files in creative applications, drag and drop, and create new files and folders. If you have a standard folder structure that you use for projects, you can turn them into templates. Let's use my default project template. This template has 3 variables: client ID, project ID, and project name. I'll fill in these fields and apply the template. As you can see, a new folder was created. This folder contains an entire folder structure with all the variables replaced with the information from the form. It even created a project file for me to start working with that contains the bin structure that I like to use. Templates are created in the web app, which you can launch using the globe icon next to the Systems menu. First, go to Spaces, and then the Templates tab. Here you will see all of your templates. Any part of a folder or file name that is in brackets is a variable. Watch our video on templates to see how to create your own. There are 3 types of variables currently supported: text and/or number, auto increment, and date. For auto increment fields, you can set a starting number. This supports trailing zeros so you can keep your numbering consistent. You can quickly find spaces and folders using the filter bar. Let's try finding a project folder. Since I know I'm going to be working on this project for the next week, I'll bookmark it so it will be easy to find. We do support mounting folders. However, creative applications reference specific paths, so be sure that everyone uses the same mount so you don't have to relink your files. Everything I've shown you so far is the experience once you've added a system. I'll go ahead and remove this system and show you the process of adding one from scratch. Once you've added a system, the app will remember, so you only need to go through this process once. To add a system, you're going to need an IP address to connect to the storage. Your admin should provide this to you, but I'll walk you through the process. Go to the System Preferences for your Mac, and then Network. On the left, you need to find the port that you will use to connect to the storage. In this case, I'm using a 10 gigabit Ethernet to Thunderbolt adapter. We are looking at all the numbers before the last number in the IP address. Now, let's go back to the CreateSpace web app. On the System page, you can see your ports in the Networks panel on the right. Scroll down until you find a port with a matching number. This means that they are both in the same subnet and can talk to each other as long as the last number is unique. Now that I've found a match, I'll copy the IP address and paste it into the desktop app. Now I can create a nickname for the system. And now we're back to where we started. Thanks for watching this video on the CreateSpace desktop app. If you have any questions or have a unique workflow, you can reach me at nick.anderson@digitalglue.com.